Hi everyone, my name is Riya Bhansali and I'm a certified yoga teacher and a life coach. Today in the Coach Collab segment, we are having an amazing business coach all the way from Bahrain. Now, he is somebody who is highly recommended to me and he's done so much phenomenal work over the past couple of decades that I would like to say. We have so much to learn, especially the entrepreneurs who are actually looking at this video right now or maybe sometime later. We will tell you how Hisham has overcome so many obstacles, worked with so many companies. What are the key takeaways that he thinks that every company should have? Being an entrepreneur, being a company, if you're already established, he's a KPI expert. So you can always drop a message down if you want me to get you in touch with him or his company, and watch till the end to see what phenomenal work he's done. So Hisham Al-Tahir, let me just introduce you to him. Thank you so much, Hisham, coming on the show and agreeing at such short notice.
Thank you for having me. This is my pleasure.
So guys, for those of you who do not know Hisham, he's a certified KPI professional with a master's in HR. Attended coach in leadership, organizational development levels 4 and 5. He's a coach and an advisor to several C-level and decision makers. And he also has his own company, Leads. He's skilled HR business partner with more than 15 years of successful management in HR. He's successful both in business, startups, high revenue companies, and name it. But what really stuck to me was that he had actually done a lot of work for Maktub, which was later bought out by Yahoo in 2006. And I think this is what stuck to me, and I definitely think that, we should get to all know Hisham and his work and see what transformation he did, that a company like Yahoo actually thought of buying the company that he's worked in. So Hisham, for all of the viewers who are probably getting connected to you for the first time, can you tell us a little about your background? How did coaching come about to you and just your journey?
Yeah, that's great. For me, I have a BA in law. I have a bachelor's degree in law. And I have my master's in human resources management. I love to work with people.
Okay.
And we started coaching and mentoring people long time ago. Before coaching, I think in the last 15 years was not that famous terminology. So we did it as a nature, but not on the scientific basis. Therefore, when I heard that there's a coaching courses, and I had my own coach at the beginning, it amazed me that this can be scientifically process that I can learn and become an actual coach.
Yes.
So
a lot of people still don't know that.
Yes, because I had my coach, a couple of them, and they really changed a lot of things in my life. I can tell it was a life-changing experience. Then I decided to be the coach myself. And you need it, even it's a business coach, but you need it when you're talking to your children, with your spouse, with your friends, at workplace. It's really important skill to have.
Yes, it's actually a skill and not just the degree. And I completely agree with you, and that all the coaches will actually, that you can use the coaching technique similarly everywhere, right?
Exactly.
So where did you do your coaching courses from? Was it in Bahrain, in India, or UK? Where was it?
I'm part of the ICF, International Coaching Federation, which is the worldwide. I did it in Bahrain through the chapter of Bahrain. Our president at that time was Dr. Claire. She moved to Qatar now. And she's the one who took us baby steps to do level 4, 5. And I'm doing level 6, by the way. The profile is a little bit old. I should, by this month, I finish my level 6. Around 500 hours of coaching so far.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, Claire helped me a lot to teach me the process of coaching, how to ask the right questions, how to become a better coach, how to go deeper into the people's feelings and thoughts so they can transform their feelings into actions. And then they apply these actions into plans and so on.
That's great, Hisham. So, being an expert in KPI, what are the few things that and every entrepreneur at the beginning of his journey should keep in mind?
Okay, and I love this question, to be honest. This is my favorite question.
I'm glad I hit that.
Yeah, I think people confuse this is my own experience. They confuse about entrepreneurship about two things. One thing is mainly people think I want to be an entrepreneur because I want to make a lot of money. If you ask people why do you want to do entrepreneurship, they say, oh, I want to make a lot of money and so on. Okay, this is number one. Number two, a lot of people advise you to do what you like.
Okay.
Or what you're passionate about. For me, these two theories are wrong, in my own opinion.
Okay, because you've
First
of course
of all-
worked with so many people to notice this pattern, right?
Yeah, and also my own humble experience. First of all, I believe you become an entrepreneurship not because you want to make money, because sometimes you make less money than a job. It's because that's something you really want to do. There is a problem that you want to solve. There is an idea that you really believe in, and you want to take it and achieve it. Because if you're just going to do the entrepreneurship to have money, I don't think it's going to work for you for the long run. Because it's a very difficult journey. Number two, it's not about what you're only passionate about. It's what pain can you handle. And let's be very careful. It's about what pain can you handle. Are you willing to have the pain of rejection? Are you willing to have the pain of uncertainty? Am I going to have money? I'm not going to have money. Are you willing to stay 6 months, 8 months with like zero sales?
And a lot of cost attached to it.
One of the things I go for entrepreneurship that the pain I cannot handle is having a boss. Having 9-to-5 job, this is very difficult for me. Whatever I mentioned as entrepreneurship, it's easy. I can go for 1 year without money. I can go and I used to do 200, 250 visits a year. And most of them are rejected. I get way more rejections than approvals on my business. So this is what people really need to think, because a lot of younger crowd, they become very excited, and they jump into the entrepreneurship, and they think all this people on Instagram and Facebook, they put nice cars and a lot of money, they think this is the life they're gonna have. So yeah, they need to really think about why they're doing it and how much pain can they handle, and if they can go for a long journey. Entrepreneurship, it's a long journey. It's not like 6 months or 1 year, or it's long.
Yeah, definitely. It takes a lot of time and effort to see the results, and you have to be patient as well to kind of notice. That's why I completely agree. The pain you can handle, that's what you need to understand, right? But while working for Maktoob, before it was bought out by Yahoo, what do you think were your learnings there, and what made that successful transition for Maktoob to be taken over by Yahoo?
Okay, if you see my profile and CV, I worked only in the HR.
Yeah.
So it's not my idea. It's not because, I don't want to be sued after your interview. I was just an HR manager at that time. But I've learned a lot, and I saw those grade 2 guys who came with the idea. And then about patience, it took them, I think, more than 10 years. They came from time there is no money into the business. But they believed in it. They were developing it day by day. The amount of work and passion I saw, it was unbelievable. Until they came to the point that they could sell it to Yahoo. And it was the biggest acquisition in the Middle East. It was more than $50 million at that time. So again, they believed in what they want. They used to make more money as jobs.
Wow.
They used to make more money as jobs, those two guys. But then they decided to go the entrepreneurship and mainly lost everything. And they put all the development, they put all the patience, all the sweat, blood, and tears until they reach, in 10 years' time, I think, 12 years' time, they started with 15,000 GDs, which is like $23,000, to sell for $50 million. So
Wow.
I remember when I was there, we didn't have Friday off, we didn't have 9 to 5 jobs. You were just there 24/7. But again, for me not to be sued, I'm not a partner there. I was not of the founder. I was just their HR manager at that time.
No, but definitely, even being a part of such an organization would have brought in a lot of learnings for you. Definitely, the sweat, hard work would have definitely gotten. But I think even an HR plays a lot of a major role actually in most of the companies to keep the employees that motivated to that level. So, what would you have done right or seen that was done right for the entrepreneurs that who are watching you right now?
Okay, there is a lot of types of businesses in the world, as we all agree and we all know. Startups, you need to have a different DNA, let's call it, than other jobs. If you're working just 9 to 5 and you need everything to be very systematic, every process is there, every piece of document is there, this is not for you. Startup, it's a crazy mess. Well, you work crazy amount of hours. You do a lot of things from the scratch. From even if you're a director level or a CEO, you do your own typing your own paper, photocopying them, building the form. You can't believe how many jobs you'll be doing. And again, there's a lot of uncertainty and a lot of problems. So you need to be able to do this problem solving and have patience on these problems. And so that's why when I'm still hiring for some startups, if someone just wants a 9 to 5 jobs or 9 to 6, where everything is clear and there's processes and everything is so organized, they cannot live. Go work in a bank, go work in an audit firm. Startups is a crazy war. It's a small war.
Right. So I'm sure being in HR, you must have interviewed so many number of people. So any tips for people who are probably applying is from an HR point of view? We always hear from for a person who's applying, but from an HR point of view, what are the must do's, must don'ts that you look in a candidate for?
That's another good question. It is the presence. Like, you need to be. I coached part of the project we worked in Bahrain. We worked as coaching and mentors for a lot of fresh graduates. Right. You cannot go to a job saying that I will do anything, or I would like to have a job in sales. You really need to know why you should have the job in sales. Why are you really good? What's your real strength? Where is your development areas? Right. I don't know how you call it, but in Arabic, this is some HR gurus taught us when we were young. I don't know if it has any translation in English, but they told us don't be like a tissue. You go right and left. You have to go there. You be like a stone, like a rock. I want to do sales because I love to go and meet people and try to convince them to sell, to buy my products. Yeah. One of the people I remember now that we coached a while ago because we did their psychometric, she's a very detail-oriented. She always found the problems. So one of the jobs for her was audit because she's finance background. So when she goes to interviews and we coach her, she say, my strength is the detail. I'm a detail-oriented person. My skill is I see problems. That's why I love audit. In university, when I studied the audit classes, I got the best marks. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. If you give me any other job, don't try. I just want to be an auditor.
That's great.
Simple.
She's very clear. Basically, it's bringing clarity to the person who you're communicating with.
Yeah, and tell them why they need you for this job or that job. Everyone has strength at the end of the day, but you need to know your strength and you need to show it in this interview.
That's great. So, as a trainer and a coach, Hisham, what are the top few things that any company should implement in their HR?
In the Middle East, unfortunately, till now, I feel we are away from the culture, engagement and culture. Culture is the way you should go all the time. Being an HR as a watchdog, just looking into attendance, looking about people are coming in, coming out, doing their normal jobs. This will get you a profitable company, but will not build for you a great company, in my own opinion. Because all the companies we keep talking about, Google, Yahoo.com, Facebook, whatever this us as a generation were very impressed with worldwide, it's all about the culture. People still, I think, feel in the Middle East, they're afraid to build these cultures. Maybe they don't know, but at the same time, they're still into watchdog and micromanagement. And this is old school, doesn't work now in 2020. Yes. So you build a great culture where people don't want to leave you. Build a great culture where people don't think even about the money. And money is not the culture. Because people will not leave you for better money all the time. It's about the culture, the management, the development, the energy in the place. You need to create it this way.
Wow,
and that's the problem.
This is a great giveaway for Middle East, I think, because in my own company, I think this is lagged, but there's no way to explain them. I mean, someone coming from a different background cannot probably inculcate this, and this is definitely not a one-day job. It takes years and years, as you said, to build a culture. It's not a one form filling and then implementing a strategy kind of a thing. And any 3 advices that you would give to any entrepreneurs? I'm interested to know that.
Okay. My first advice will be, now today, let's say when I was selling, I'm still selling my training, recruitment, and consultancy.
Mm-hmm.
So an entrepreneur will sell a product. And the end of the day, correct?
Right.
Let's agree on this. So you are selling a product or providing a service. The first thing, you need to give an extra customer service that no one else saw.
Giving
because
extra.
What will make you different than others?
Right.
When I opened, there was, I think, 200 training companies in Bahrain.
Mm-hmm.
When I opened my small boutique consultancy.
Yes.
And to be honest, my consultancy, it's like any other. What? To be honest.
Right.
We don't have that much. We're all similar. What makes you different as an entrepreneur? You need to do the wow customer service.
All right.
That will make a difference. This is number 1.
Okay. Number 1, everyone who's listening, extra customer service.
Not only extra, let's say extra. Do whatever you can to please the customer.
Right.
Number 2, always work on developing your product.
Mm-hmm.
When I started 5 years ago, whatever I used to sell, I'm not selling now, 5 years after.
Okay.
Develop your product, make it better.
Innovate and change.
Yes, and make sure you are solving the problems
Mm-hmm.
for these companies that you're selling. You need to have value in what you sell.
Okay.
So the customer service will cover your short term of the product if your product is not perfect because you're a startup.
Okay.
Then your product becomes so good with your customer service, you become very strong.
Right.
Entrepreneurship. Number 3 is the patience and the long term journey. I always tell my first 6 to 8 months, I think I didn't do any sales, 0 sales.
Okay.
I did too many visits, I did 0 sales.
Mm-hmm.
After the 8th month, my sales started kicking in.
Mm-hmm.
In 2 years, I had so much sales, it was very good on my P&L.
Right.
3rd year, I lost money.
Oh.
It's up and down.
Oh my God.
Fourth year, fifth year, till now, I'm making very good money, alhamdulillah. But still, I'm still starting up. Even 5 years from now, I'm still at the beginning of the journey.
Wow, this definitely is an inspiration for so many entrepreneurs or people who are thinking that entrepreneurship is easy. It's an eye opener and an inspiration at the same time, Hisham. I cannot thank
So
you
what I
enough.
do usually, I still
Yeah.
have a job and entrepreneurship on the side sometimes.
All right, so you manage both of them.
I have to, because if it's only entrepreneurship, I wouldn't get the amount of money I need to survive.
Right.
So I'm doing both until it really works for me that I don't need the job anymore.
Wow. I think that is definitely time management, skill management, and having that clarity and the goal that you have. Thank you so much, Hisham. I'm sure our viewers who have actually watched this episode till here will get back to you. So, can you tell us if anyone who's interested in HR and the kind of things you have done, how do they get in touch with you as a coach or as a mentor?
Yeah, I'll send you my email. That's a good thing you mentioned. At the moment, I'm doing a lot of volunteering.
Right.
I'm mentoring people for free.
Wow.
That they want to start their own business or they have problems at work they need coaching around. So for the coming 60 days, and I'm just doing it also as a promotion for your channel.
Right. That's
So if
great.
anyone comes through you, it's going to be free for the coming 60 days.
Wow, guys, if you're hearing and if you're listening to this, next 60 days from the day that this video is released, you can get in touch with Hisham by commenting below. I'm definitely going to put this, I'll get you across him and you can get this free consultation and the free coaching. What else can you ask out of this interview?
And you have my email already, so you can share with them my email.
All right, and this video below, there's going to be an email, so reach out to him and write the reference as Coach Collab, Riyyog, Riya Bhansali, or Hisham at YouTube. Anything that you like. You have time with this amazing person. What else can you ask for in this new year that is coming? Hisham, I cannot thank you enough for offering so much of your time and that your input to my audience who's watching this in India and in Bahrain. And of course, this video can go all around the world. Who knows who clicks the button? But thank you so much for your time. Guys, take use of this, make use of this, get in touch with Hisham. And thank you so much for watching. Hisham, any last words?
Thank you for having me and all the best for all those entrepreneurs all around the world.
Wow, that is a great message. Guys, Coach Collab, if you want to have Hisham again on the show, do let me know. If you have any questions for him, I can get those answered, so you can comment below. Keep tuning in, more coaches coming on this Coach Collab segment. Thank you. Subscribe to this, share with any entrepreneur that you like, and see you next week. Bye-bye. Namaste.
Bye.